Jess, I've got a sudden urge to make mulled wine.
Oh, I'd be down for trying some of that. I tried it for the very first time the other night. I'm absolutely converted. It was delicious.
Not too much now, Jess, you know, take it easy.
Christmas shopping to do as well, and so little time at the end of semester with lots of coursework to hand in.
Very true, Jess. Deadlines are looming, and education is, at the end of the day, why we're all here. Your voice is important, and regular educational debates take place for opinions to be exchanged. We sent Hallam Stanton to report on a debate between members of the education community about the future of the education system.
The Brookes Westminster Institute of Education is hosting the second education debate in a series that started several months ago. Several guest speakers will set out their agenda, giving the speakers and students the opportunity to debate.
The current education system will be under the spotlight. Both the positives and negatives will be debated and discussed throughout the evening. Let's see if any neutral ground can be found.
I think we're going through quite a process of change, and I think we're going to have to continue this dialogue at the moment about how we ensure that we get value for money out of an education system.
My picture of the education system is that the world is changing faster than the education system, so there's a growing gulf, if you like, between what children need in order to be successful adults and what the education system provides them.
Debate's going to be important with education because there will never be complete agreement on the policy, and I think anyone would be incredibly arrogant and fat-headed to think they had the answer for everything, and to be challenged in order to have some discussion and not assume that we'll all find the same answer is going to be something that helps move us all forward.
I think that it might sound like an odd thing, but it's about putting the learner at the heart of the system. You know, it's part of the rhetoric and it's been part of the politics for a long time now. But I think that one of the difficulties we've had is we haven't had a real debate about teaching and learning in schools and getting enough evidence behind that to think through how we would engage teachers in actually re-envisaging what the education system might look like.
To be able, again, to share that understanding that we may not always agree, but we're willing to engage and demonstrate that there's a maturity in the system to be able to hold those discussions and base our future on well-reasoned research and well-reasoned intention.
Well, I think that, of course, what we'd like is some of the ideas to be taken up and run with. But I think if we can stimulate a debate which says that we know it's not about improving the education system 5% here, 10% there, tweaking it a bit, but actually we've got to fundamentally rethink education.
I think talking about any subject is particularly important, but education is at the forefront of what I believe in and what I have a huge interest in. I think in order to keep the debate alive, we all need to be having the conversations continually at all levels, whether that's in school, between schools, or at this level across a whole host of different organisations and schools, all linked in with education.
With another education debate scheduled here for March and more scheduled around the country, it is likely that this is one debate that will continue for years to come. This is Hallam Stanton reporting for Brookes TV.